So hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to talk about trading inform players versus trading regular players. And just before we go into that, just on the whole inform versus non-inform thing, I say if you're buying a player, my personal opinion is that like most of them are really not worth it. Most of them I would say that you play like 20% because the player is actually better, and 80% because he has a black border, but we do like the black borders, no? So yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about regular players first. Okay, some of the good stuff and the bad stuff I think about it. So regular players, first the good stuff. First thing is really probably great stuff, at least for me, is the transfer players. I mean, this guy Taiwo, the left back from Nigeria, I must have made like 500k just on him because it's amazing. Every time I would search for him, there would be one that's 1k, 2k, something like that, and I would sell him for 20k every time when he first came out. So definitely when a transfer player is out there, especially if he's not too much known, because like Ashley Young, not too much profit made on him, but if he's not too well known, people will mistake him for his previous version. So definitely keep an eye out for him on the first couple of weeks or so that he's out. Okay. Second thing about regular players that I think is good is silver players. Silver players, same thing. A lot of people don't know the prices of silver players, so you can pick up some really good deals. And yeah, mainly I would say that's it. And another thing that I think is good is when they're coming out of packs. Also, things that are coming out of packs are good because people sometimes are lazy and they don't look up the prices, so they put a wrong price or they put it 150 start price. So you can find that, and that's good to find deals. But now on the bad side, I would say first is that most of the regular players have way too low prices. You know, I mean, if you just think about it, there are not too many regular players that are worth more than like 15,000. You know, I mean, let's just check here, just to have an example. 15, sorry. You can see that most items over 15,000, for instance, are mostly inform players. You can see. So that's, I would say, is a bad thing. After you get enough money, you want to be trading cards that are more expensive. Another bad thing is that I think since these cards have been out since the beginning and they're constantly out in packs, people are constantly dealing with them, so their prices are way too well established. And what that does is that generally when somebody puts an auction up, it usually tends to go for what they're worth. So I'm not saying you can't find a good deal on regular FUT. I've done it lots of times, but I think it's somewhat less frequent that it happens. Okay, and so yeah, I think that's it for the regular cards. So now for the inform cards, I would separate them into two groups. And the first is cards that are currently out in packs, in Team of the Weeks or whatever. And the second ones are the cards that are no longer in packs. And it's quite different, the sort of tactics that you have to use when trading with each of these groups. So first let's talk about the simpler one, which are the cards that are no longer in packs. These cards are good to trade because however many cards exist of a certain player, that number will stay constant because there's no new cards coming in, and rarely somebody will discard them. Okay, so their number of cards stay fixed, which means that their price will stay relatively stable. Will only be influenced by other stuff like maybe price fixers. Inform cards are good to price fix, so that's sort of a downside unless you are doing it, but at least for me it's not really my thing. But since their price is stable, it's a lot better to try to find some deals on them, and because you can always sort of figure out how much they will go for, and if you can figure out how much they will go for, you know how much you need to buy them for, so you can definitely make a profit there. And yeah, pretty much that's it for the regular not in packs anymore. Now for the cards that are currently in packs, this is a lot riskier but this is most probably how I made most of my money, trading the cards that are currently out in packs, and they are good for one reason, which is basically because they are out in packs, and you can find them at cheap bid prices. And also, especially in the beginning of the week, people don't know their prices yet because they've been on the market for very little time, and so they don't know the prices. You can find some good deals, but the risk in that is that while you're trading them, their price is constantly dropping. So you definitely need to keep an eye out. You have to constantly be aware if the price drops or not. And also when selling, you definitely want to sell them on the first go, because maybe by the time the auction is over, the price has dropped already. So just a quick example. Let's say you buy somebody worth like 100K, and you buy him for 90K. If you go ahead and put him up for 100, maybe that by the time the hour is over, he drops to like 95. And then basically you have to sell him for that, and your profit is gone. But if you instead put him up at like 96, 97, maybe you can definitely get a sell, and then you can keep the ball rolling, you know. I mean, so that you don't spend too much time trading one player, and you really have to buy them and sell them quick. Sometimes you have to like resist temptation to try them out. Just do that later on the week. So yeah, that is it basically on the inform cards. So I just want to show you a quick example of how a previous price drops throughout the week. So let's just take somebody from this week for an example. Let's take Suarez here. You can see this graph here, and it's currently doubling right now. It's around 83. And after happy hour or so, his price should probably stay around 70 something. So basically what you want to be doing is you want to be aware that the cards are dropping, and then basically when his price is right over here, somebody will start putting him up for around maybe a little bit lower. Then you want to buy it at that lower price and put it up back at the original price. So basically what you're doing is you're making this downhill in the price a little bit slower. You're slowing it down, but at one point, too many people will start putting him up at lower prices, so his price will have lowered because people will realize that he goes for less, so they'll stop buying the more expensive ones. But yeah, that's basically it. You want to take a look how much he's going, and then when people start putting him for less, if it is enough less so that you can make a profit, you definitely want to buy that and put him back up at the most expensive price, so that you can keep making profit on him. And this is a great method. You should try it out. So yeah, that's it. So just to wrap this, I would definitely say that at this point in time, trading informs, it's a lot more profitable than trading regular cards. In the beginning it was different, but right now people are very much looking, there's a much higher demand for inform cards. People are looking for them to make their teams better and cooler. So definitely I would say that right now informs are the way to go. Definitely way more profit to be made there. So yeah, that's that. And I just want to quickly thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Thanks a lot for that. And this will be it for this video. So I'll see you next time, and bye bye.